The 17th of May 2025, a beautiful morning here in rural Ireland. Last night I was asked to go and speak at a meeting in Carrickmacross in County Monaghan, a town which has been badly hit by massive migration, as all of the locals who own anything, most of them anyway, sell out and take the money from the government at our taxpayers' expense. I spoke at it. You'll probably get me talk online. I was basically try to inform people of what the law is and what the history of the situation is and how vicious our government is, and about the story of Assie Bibi, who was refused entry into Ireland because she was a Catholic and because Theresa May said it would offend Muslims. Now, there was a lot of sentiment there. There was a young girl of 17, can't go out at night, can't go to the cash machine to get out money. The Muslims and the migrants are in there and they're attacking them. They're just looking at them, staring at them, looking at them, trying to invite them out. All mad for sex. The next thing is they'll attack some of them, and the next thing is there'll be murders. And maybe when the murder happens, maybe people will change. My idea in these videos is that if it did change, we're ready. Now, Matt Carthy was on the radio this morning. The government has backed down on a North Dublin paint factory for use for migrants. They backed down following protests. Now, they're going to move to City West. They paid 60 million for City West. And they're going to fill that with them. The migrants are going to come in now by the hundreds of thousands this summer. Now, the thing about it is, Matt Carthy was on the radio. Do you know what he said? Oh, we're a wealthy country. In other words, the sweat and blood and effort that we put in to earning our living and getting our economy into some reasonably good shape has now to be all given away to people who don't even know where Ireland is. And that shows he's the same as Declan Kearney. He's the same as Declan Kearney that wants a multicultural Ireland. So what Sinn Fein are trying to sell to the Irish people is, vote for us, we'll fill the country with migrants, you have enough, we have money, you're not getting your own money, we're going to spend it on something else. And if they get into power, we ain't seen nothing yet. They crave mass migration. These are the people who kill policemen, guards, soldiers, northern people, bombed, bullet, put off the Oma bomb. The connection with them did anyway, not Sinn Fein now, but the people who were their predecessors in arms. And they're the people who done all this. And they shouted, Chucky our law, our day will come. Our day will come. And it's not our day at all. It's the day for Zambia, South Africa, the Seychelles, some of these exotic places where they can keep their own homes and come over here and live off the state. Pakistan is now awash with trouble. They'll all land here as well. They'll land to Germany. They all know the route. You fly into Germany and you get distributed around to the EU, and you take your choices where you want to go and where the best welfare is paid. So this is what Matt Carthy is offering. And this is what the people of Monaghan and Cavan voted for. They went in and they gave Sinn Fein a huge vote. And my people who did this, you people that voted for Carthy, Tully and Cathy Bennett, you are traitors. You're dirty, rotten traitors. That's all you are. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're traitors to the whole troubles and endurance that the Irish people tried to keep their identity. You're traitors to the 1916 rising leaders. And when you think that they said in the proclamation, we reserved Ireland to the ownership of the Irish people, and now it's been taken from us big time. There's no teachers, nurses, no one can work here. Everyone's going out abroad to countries which have proper administration, which do not allow mass migration. Oman, Middle East, Saudi Arabia. That's where people have to go. And Sinn Fein is fully behind it. Do not post underneath here, any of you Sinn Fein enthusiasts, that you can't blame Sinn Fein, they're not in power. Carthy said, we haven't an efficient system for asylum seekers. Why have we any asylum seekers at all? They're not asylum seekers. They're economic migrants looking for what they can get. In other words, he wants to increase the rate at which they're processed. So instead of bringing in 30,000 a year, he can bring in 60,000. That's what you voted for. In Maheracloon, in Castleblaney, in Carrickmacross, you went in and you put it down. In T. Davenant, oh, I'm a great old Sinn Feiner. In Emmyvale, Clew, Scottstown, Ballinode, Smithborough, Newbliss, Belturbet, Ballyconnell, Finney, Cavantown, Bellaborough, Kingscourt, Shercock, Virginia, if I didn't say it before. That's what you did. You're a crowd of dirty, rotten traitors. Shameful, shame on you. Dirty, rotten traitors. And I'll tell it to your face. It's not that you wouldn't have to take to me, but if I had to get elected and get up to that Dáil, I would have been reading the Riot Act up there. I'd have attacked them on it, every way. And I'd have used my salary to take legal action anywhere I could to improve the lot of the people. Why ordinary people can't see that if Sinn Féin are telling you, oh, you're poor, oh, you're not well off, we're the Socialist Party for you, in one breath, and then telling you that you're wealthy. Well, it can't be both, can it? It can't be both. The people who were poor and struggling long ago have got jobs and are working and are doing very good. But this economy can change, and when it does, they might find that there won't be much. But there's nothing now for the educated, for the ones who go through college, at our expense. The money comes into the country. We've paid off none of our debt. Comes into the country, and it's squandered by our government with the full backing of Sinn Féin. The full backing. And then we have a situation where the people of Ireland did not give Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael a majority. And what did they do? What did Verona Murphy do? Join them with no conditions. What did Michael Lowry do? Join them with no conditions. What did the Healy Rays do? Join them with no conditions. Carol Nolan, join them with no conditions. When you think if you were going to join them and say, we'll support you, you'd put in a condition that you stop the migration. It'll take murders. And then, oh, we condemn this. It'll be on RT. Oh, the Taoiseach condemned the murder of some young woman. And him actively promoting the conditions where she will be murdered. The blood is on the hands, of course, of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael. Of course it is. But it's on the hands of those who voted Sinn Féin as a cure. How can you be so stupid? During the penal laws, no Catholic could own a horse more than £5, worth more than £5. You couldn't attend Mass. And we all agree that was wrong. Now they're craving legislation to jail me for making a video like this. There'll be new hate speech laws in. What has gone wrong with the people? I don't know. We can only do our best. And there is a good pushback against it. And there was a good pushback of it in Carrickmacross. And a lady from Coutill told me they fought against it in Coutill and they got them out. And the call at the meeting last night was, get them out. Get them out. But it'll take blood. Just like it took the blood of Christ to convince the people that he was prepared to suffer. It'll take the suffering of some family when their darling wee daughter is killed. And then, I don't agree with that now, but I vote Sinn Féin now. I thought we get United Ireland. I thought now myself, we do United Ireland now. Yes, old dirty idiots, old stupid, gullible curmudgeons. That's what you are if you voted for Sinn Féin. And you can tackle me on the street any time you like. And I'm up for debate with Matt Carthy, with Cathy Bennett, Pauline Tully, Darren O'Rourke, McGurk, any of them. Fidel Castro's and his descendants, Cuba, has the highest rate of female prostitution in the world. These people coming here have no respect for our law. They have a completely different mindset. Some of them want to see our Catholic, Christian, Protestant tradition wiped out. And Starmer couldn't get it. He didn't get the point. And then when he saw Reform UK winning seats, he went running over asking the Albanian government to take the Albanians that he let into Britain. And they told him to hump off yourself. You keep them. You took them in. How stupid can people be? That's my opinion, folks. 10 minutes. It really is sad. It really is sad. But there is an uprising against it. But how many people are sitting in other houses saying, oh, I wouldn't pay any heed of it. Oh, sure, what can you do? You can do nothing. You might as well keep voting the way you are. And then there's 40% wouldn't vote at all. Wouldn't vote at all. Nothing. Stripping us of everything. Over in Iceland, there's none of this allowed. No migrants allowed into Iceland. No way. Get the hell out. There's no Sinn Fein in Iceland. Or the likes of them. Out. That's the word you get. They don't even go there. Right, folks, that's my bit of a chat to you this morning. I suggested at the meeting last night, we have to turn on our neighbours. We have to turn on them. And someone there said, it was Joe Hayes, a constant troll here. You like nobody. You like nobody. I do like Donald Trump. I do like Viktor Orban. You have to admit that. I like J.D. Vance. I like the people who support them, which is over half the American people. So the idea that I don't like anyone is baloney. I don't like socialists. I don't like lying, dirty cheats or Sinn Fein, of which he supports. And you should be ashamed of yourself. And so should the other boys that's on here supporting Sinn Fein. My job is to destroy Sinn Fein's vote, that they won't get 5 votes. I know it seems tough, but when the blood of some poor girl or boy is running down the street, maybe we swing them. And another thing about Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil and Sinn Fein and people before puberty and Labour. Don't forget there could come a day of reckoning. When the Nazis was trashing up and down in 1930s, they thought the day had never come that they'd be second class. They always thought they'd win and conquer the world. But when they lost, the Americans sent over a hangman that wasn't qualified. His name was James Woods. And he botched all their executions. Some of them were hanging for 20 minutes, choking to death. 20 minutes choking to death. And them jumping and shaking and like a chicken after having his neck pulled. They never thought that had happened. I'm telling the politicians, you don't know what could come down the road. You don't know what retribution Irish society will take on you when they turn against you and they have the graveyards filled. We had to take 3,000 graves filled for Sinn Féin's bloodthirst instead of trying to take the negotiated settlement. They wanted the Brits out. And then they wanted everyone in. Whoever the beneficiary of their campaign was, it certainly wasn't the Irish people anyway. It was people from all over the world and all to destroy our culture. From a party that should be nationalist, we should be able to say, all right, there was deaths, we know that. Well, now we can go on and make something of the country. No, we can't. No, we can't. Because they were never on the side of the Irish people. Matt Carthy is a traitor. Cathy Bennett is only new, but she will develop into a traitor, and she is a traitor by voting Sinn Féin and supporting that party. And Pauline Tully's another traitor. She had a big tune when she got elected the time before last. Ooh, ah, up the IRA. She fills this country full of migrants and is now a senator, part of the establishment. And the same with them in Meath, in Louth, and the same with them all over the country. Mary Lou MacDonald goes round wearing a hijab. Oh, she wants the place full of Muslim. Sharia law. Oh, they'll pass. If they get in, they'll have Sharia law in Carrickmacross. There'll be a special law where the Muslims can come along and hold a court and take up that 17-year-old girl. Oh, she offended Muhammad. And they'll sentence her to death. And that's what happened to Assie Bibi, the very same thing. That's what Sinn Féin has in mind for all you idiots that voted for them. Pass this video on, let them see it. And come on, talk to me. We'll have a debate. You know you're wrong. You know you're thieves. That's all you are. You are wrong. Good luck. Thank you very much.